we finally get to talk about my favourite topic, good lighting. Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to another tutorial guide in my 30 days to become a better streamer on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, but not Mixer obviously. As you can probably guess, I am a live streamer myself. I stream on Twitch. My link to it is in the description below. It'd mean a lot to me if you could go and check that out. Lighting is very important. The amount of people I see who stream and they rely just on natural lighting, and then their stream goes on for a few hours and they get to sort of the evening time when things go dark and you can't even see their face, and they're playing the game and you're like squinting to see their face. If you know that streamer and you're established in their chat or whatever, that's totally fine. You might know them. But that's going to put new people off because they're going to come along. They're not going to be able to associate anything with them, especially if they're a personality streamer. And you're not going to be able to see that kind of personality if you can't even see them in the first place. So many people make the sort of errors with it and stuff. There's a few things you need to think about. You need to think about natural lighting. So I have a window by here. You can see at the moment there's natural lighting on my face by there. And it's also artificial lighting, so that's the lights that you might have in your room, etc. And also lamps and stuff like that. I'm going to show you some examples of good practices for lighting. So Uncle Dragonheart is going to show you behind the scenes of his setup by here. And the camera I have tilted around to the left-hand side, and it has got a ring light by here. Now you're probably thinking, ooh, ring light. I bet that was super, super expensive. I would love to have a ring light. Well, you can, my friends, because I bought this particular ring light from Amazon for the grand total of £10, plus about £2, £3 delivery, something like that. It's from Amazon. I've actually got it tied up on my, well, it's clamped onto my, I got like a boom arm by here for my monitor setup. I've got a monitor hanging above the desk. So it clamps onto that. It's a little clamp. I might not be able to show you if I can tilt the camera down. There's the clamp there. And if I put it on, that's very bright. It's probably hurting the camera lens right now. So I'm going to dim it down. I'm going to dim it right down so you can see. And this is at its lowest setting, okay? So it has lots of different settings. I think it's about 8 in total. And then that's a white light. There's like a golden, orangey kind of ambery kind of light. And there's a bit more of a dimmer kind of light as well. Now, obviously, just me showing the light on the camera like this isn't going to do an awful lot. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to my setup with just the natural light in the room, and then I'm going to configure my light on to see what difference that makes. Okay, so this is me with the ring light placed a few inches above the webcam. Like I said, on that bracket, it's on the lowest setting on the white setting by here. And it's made a small difference. A small difference can go a big way, especially when you've got your webcam quite small and you're hoping to see if you can see somebody's face. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take away the natural light. I'm going to see what it looks like then. Doesn't look as good now, does it? The natural light is gone. And on the weaker setting, you can just about make out, my face and stuff. But you think if I'm small as a streamer, it might be difficult to see me. I'm going to put it up now to the max settings. Now, hasn't that made a difference? No natural light. No light on in the room, the door's shut, blinds are shut. This is on the highest settings on the white setting, and this is how bright I look right now. That looks much better, doesn't it? This is the highest setting again. This is on the full white beam setting, and this is on the amber light setting, which I mentioned earlier. £10, a small investment, and you can probably get this cheaper. You don't have to get what I get. This isn't sponsored or anything. I bought this from Amazon. I thought it was amazing because I had a problem with my streams looking just a little bit janky, not looking very good quality as far as the lighting and stuff goes, and this makes a big difference. Even when everything is completely dark in the room, this lights up the room very nicely, and I'm really, really happy with it. So just, with lighting, don't feel like you've got to buy these big, massive kind of film lights, and you've got to clamp these big lights to your desk, and you've got to have these big, massive white lights that beam, and they really hurt your eyes. I used to have a proper green screen a couple of years ago, and I had 2 lights that came with it. Spent quite a bit of money on it as well. I tried it out, I put it on, and the light was hurting my eyes so much, and I have very sensitive eyes, hence why I wear glasses, although I've got them off at the moment. And it was difficult to kind of concentrate on things, especially on the task you're doing, making a video, streaming, etc. But this isn't too bad. I can actually look at the camera and look at the light. And yeah, if the full setting is a bit too much for your eyes, you can just dim it down a little bit. You can bring the lighting down a little bit. You can reposition it. So for example, with this one now, it's on max settings. Maybe it is hurting my eyes a bit. So I can just bring that down slightly. And then there we go. I've got a bit of lighting on me, but it's not directly on my face. With the lighting, you want to try and do it evenly as well. So this is dead ahead, just above the camera. So I'm getting the full light on my face like this as well. Obviously, when I open the blind,